is the North Shore Connector?
The North Shore Connector is an extension of Port Authority's light rail system, the T, from downtown Pittsburgh under the Allegheny River to the North Shore.
How do you dig a tunnel under a river?
How do you dig a tunnel under a river? Well, you need a tunnel boring machine.
Why under the river?
Well, you can't go over the river when the subway is already underground.
What we're standing in here is the launch pit.
We are boring under the river right now. We're about 850 feet.
This area becomes basically a launching for the tunnel boring machine, which we started in January of this year. And it's also a laydown area for the tunnel segments that you see over there. The inside diameter of our tunnel is about 22 feet. And those segments are 7 segments plus a key, and they alternate, and they're bolted together.
So as the machine digs through, it's also laying these together?
Yes, as the machine advances forward, just slightly in behind, you'll see them erecting the tunnel segments to form that ring.
Is the boring process interesting, or is it just boring?
I think it's exciting. The boring process is exciting.
So it's not boring?
It's not boring.
But it is boring.
It is boring.
We're in the staging area on the North Shore side.
That's correct.
This opening, I mean, eventually, is this going to be a straight line right to Stanwick Street?
Not quite straight. It's going to dip. We're going to go down on about a 6% grade, and then we're going to make I'm going to turn around. We're going to make a left turn, and we got to line up with Stanwick Street.
This boring machine is special in that it can turn.
This is one of the very few machines ever built that can turn, because generally a boring machine is built just to go straight. This one has been engineered to be able to dip down and also make turns left and right.
So this is one segment.
This is one ring.
Okay. So these are prefab concrete pieces with rubber gaskets already built in.
They're being manufactured right now in Blairsville, PA. We're going to build about 8,000 segments for both tunnel bores. And as you can see, they have the gasket, like you said, Dave, right in there. And when we bolt them together, the gaskets will compress to form that watertight seal.
That's the thing I think people think. There's water above it. It's going to leak.
We designed the tunnel to withstand the weight of the water, the soil, and the soil in the water.
Why is it I can't get my basement to stop leaking? You can go to waterproof tunnel under the river. And this is just one tunnel. You're actually doing 2.
We're doing 2. We're boring the left tunnel right now. We'll get to Stanwick Street, turn the machine around, real jet, it's a 500-ton machine, so really delicately come back and bore the right tunnel.
So that tunnel's going to be right there.
It's going to be right there.
Where do you find a boring machine?
We found this boring machine in Germany.
So here we are. Up above us is ring segment 5. So you can actually count them from here.
So we're 20 feet in.
We're 20 feet in right now. There's a tunnel segment carrier, bringing in tunnel segment. So right now, we're kind of under the basement slab of the Equitable Resources building.
Wow.
Okay, if you look up above, you'll see ring segment 175. I already did it on my calculators. I couldn't do it in my head. That represents 700 feet of constructed tunnel.
Are we underneath the river yet?
Not yet. I'll tell you.
Okay.
In terms of the accuracy of the tunnel boring machine, you can steer it to be within millimeters of accuracy.
You know.
Absolutely.
Millimeters.
Millimeters. The machine is about 25 feet long.
Yeah.
And the trailing gear cars are 30, 40 feet each.
How you doing?
Hi, guys. What you hear there is an impact wrench bolting those sections together. Kind of like Indy 500. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah.
The machine pushes forward using the hydraulic pistons to push off of the tunnel constructed.
Okay.
We retract those hydraulic pistons or jacks, and you create that space. So it's actually being constructed inside the shell of the machine.
What kind of mileage does this particular vehicle get?
In terms of fuel economy?
Maybe like an inch to the gallon or something?
I'm not sure. You wanted to know where the river started. The river started at segment 181. Right here on 181 is the north shore of the Allegheny River, which is 720 feet from where we started.
So everything behind us here is under the river. What will be on the north side destination?
There will be 2 stations on the north side and 1 new station downtown. There will be a station that's actually underneath the North Shore Garage. that gives folks really easy access to PNC Park, for example, the Clark Building, and then we'll have another station that's actually an aerial station.
Is that just tech talk? Do you just mean above ground?
Yeah, it's above ground. It's like the L in Chicago, okay? Comes above ground, behind Heinz Field. There you have an easy connection to Heinz Field, to the Carnegie Science Center, to CCAC.
So Heinz Field is not going to be underground, it's going to be above ground.
It'll be above ground as the alignment goes towards Heinz Field.
Okay.
It's really going to be connecting folks to all the things that are currently here and are happening on the North Shore and North Side neighborhoods.
So it's kind of growing right along with the growth of this area.
Growing right along with the growth of this area, exactly.